got some news about the Wii U and 3DS. Will the price of the Switch rise? And will we see a Nintendo Direct this week? All this and more on Switch News, baby. That's right, I'm back. I am back from France. Yeah, I'm sorry there's not been a Switch News for the past 2 weeks because I was away in France and I had a great time. I'll probably talk about it a little bit more at the end of this video, maybe, so stick around. But let's jump into Switch News. As we all know, the Wii U and 3DS eShops are shutting down next year in March. However, a few days ago, they basically went, no longer can you redeem the eShop like cards on the systems, sadly. So you can't redeem those like little card things that you buy, the prepaid cards on the Wii U or the 3DS anymore. But don't worry, you can still add funds to your account providing you've linked your Nintendo Network ID and your Nintendo account. So providing they are linked, you can add funds as if you're gonna buy something on the Nintendo Switch, then it will show up on your 3DS or your Wii U and you can continue to buy games up until March 2023. And since we're talking about the Wii U and 3DS, there's more news about them. They've just had their first updates this year and potentially last, right? So that might have been the first and last updates they get. It was a minor update. It was simply system stability, as they usually are. But of course, this is probably something underneath that to do with the fact that the eShops are going to be shutting, in March. Or maybe it was because those prepaid card things were no longer being accepted. So it kind of like ties in, right? But anyway, they've been updated, so I thought I'd let you know. Mario Kart just turned 30. Can you believe that? A few days ago, Mario Kart turned 30. Almost as old as me. That's a little bit terrifying. And it's a bit weird because you think Mario 8 Deluxe, right? So Mario Kart 8 on the Nintendo Switch, which is the most recent Mario Kart game, is 8 years old. It's almost a decade old. It's almost 10 years old because it originally launched on the Wii U in 2014. And that's why with this like expansion pass, like all the new courses come, that's why I always refer to it as Mario Kart 8.5 Deluxe, because it's kind of like the extra, right? But almost 10 years of the most recent Mario Kart. When can we expect Mario Kart 9? I'm thinking we got a couple years left yet. I reckon it will probably be on like the 10th anniversary of Mario Kart 8. And I reckon they'll probably either release it then or maybe they'll save it for the next iteration of the Switch, whether that's a Switch Pro or it's just a totally new Nintendo console in the future. Who knows? But anyway, what's your favorite Mario Kart moments? What are your favorite games that you've played? Let me know down in the comments, I'd love to know. For me, I really enjoyed Double Dash on the GameCube and whatever the one on the DS was called. I don't know why I'm putting my hand like this, but yeah, whatever the DS one was called, I can't remember what it was, but I really enjoyed that. But to be honest, I don't think I've not enjoyed any of them. I think I've enjoyed all of them, to be honest, So let me know what your thoughts are. So you may have seen that Sony have just increased the prices of the PS5 for around $50 increase, something like that, which is crazy really, because I mean you can hardly buy them anyway, so most people are looking at scalpers where they're like way higher in price. It's been that way for a long time and now they're increasing the price, of course due to inflation and everything else happening in the world. But what about Nintendo? What about the Switch? Well, Nintendo UK told VGC that there is no plans to increase the price due to inflation or the increase in manufacturing costs. And that is for any country, supposedly. So for the time being, there's no plans to increase the price. And as far as I'm aware, I'm pretty sure Xbox and Microsoft said the same thing, that they won't be increasing the price either if you're a player of Xbox or any of the other systems. So there you go. Now on to the big stuff. Nintendo Direct this week? What? On Thursday is the 1st of September. So Nate the Hate, the industry insider, has basically tried to confirm that yes, we will see a Nintendo Direct in September. And for me, well, it makes sense for them to do it right at the beginning of the month because Splatoon 3 is releasing on the 9th, I believe. And it just kind of makes sense for them to do a Direct beforehand, maybe reiterate Splatoon 3 and some other bits and pieces to try and like hook you in. That's my sort of thoughts. But Nintendo are known for 3 directs a year. So usually we see them in February, June, and well, September. So it does make sense, at least to me. So yeah, I mean, this Thursday is the 1st, or maybe even Friday the 2nd we could see it, or maybe even the start of next week. And if that doesn't happen, then I'd wager a guess that we'll see a direct towards the end of this month or the start of October. I'm really hoping it's at the start of September, just because I'm impatient. But it could even be like, you know, later on this month or even the start of October. But I do expect to see a direct of some form and kind this part of the year. We usually have them 3 times a year and it's kind of due now. So let's talk about some games that we could see. So we've had the rumors about Metroid Prime 1 remaster floating around for what seems like years now, but Metroid did just celebrate its 35th anniversary on August 6th. So surely an announcement of Prime Remaster in this September Direct would make total sense, right? I'm super anticipating the Prime Remasters because apparently there's 1, 2, and 3 that have been remastered, but 2 and 3 haven't been remastered as much as the first one. I think they've put like more effort into the first one, supposedly, according to these rumors, right? So I think they'll release number 1, so Prime 1 probably individually, and then release 2 and 3 later on. But apparently it's done. Apparently it's wrapped up and it's complete. They're just waiting to release it. So to me, with the anniversary of Metroid being so recent, it just makes sense for them to do it, and I really, really want it. But what about Metroid Prime 4? It's been years since they completely scrapped development and then restarted it, right? So maybe we see something. I'm not expecting like a big trailer or anything, but maybe some news, just like, yeah, hey, like maybe it's going to be released next year, or maybe it's got a couple of years left. I don't know. It would just be nice to hear something because we have had radio silence for years now. But what else can we expect? Maybe we see something about Breath of the Wild 2. So maybe there's some news about Breath of the Wild 2. Maybe they tell us what the title is, you know, because we don't have a title yet. We just keep calling it Breath of the Wild 2. I'm sure it will have its own name. So maybe that's a thing. And what about the Wind Waker and Twilight Princess ports, right? So they got HD remasters on the Wii U. And with the Wii U, well, you know, shutting down the eShop March next year, now would be the time to announce a port coming over to Switch. Since we're not going to be able to buy them online anymore for the Wii U, well, bring them over to the Switch so we can all play them. I would love that. Now, I totally doubt this will happen at all, but what about Mario Odyssey 2? That's been years now. It came out in 2017, right? So we haven't heard anything or even any news whether there will be another one, as far as I'm aware. Let me know if you know differently. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, there's no news about a new Mario Odyssey, so maybe they could just spring it on us. Not expecting any release soon, but just maybe like an announcement of like, hey, we're working on it or something. I don't know. Or do you think they'll save that for like the next version of the Switch or something? I don't know. Who knows? What about a new Pikmin? Maybe we see a new Pikmin game. It's been a long time coming since there's been a Pikmin game. I mean, we've had a Pikmin port on the Switch, but an actual new entry, it's been years, like literally years. And something that totally could happen is an actual release date for Advance Wars. I know it's a bit of a touchy subject. It kind of got delayed because of reasons, right? And it's just been held in limbo, and I feel really bad for the developers and everyone that worked on that. And I wasn't even planning on picking it up, to be honest, even though I absolutely loved the Advance Wars games back in the day. I wasn't really planning on getting it, but now it's been delayed so long and everything, and I feel kind of guilty. I feel like I should support them by buying it when it comes out. But who knows? We still don't know when it's going to come out. And now this is the one can dream section, right? Because it's not going to happen, is it? But I can dream, right? I want a new F-Zero game, as I always say on this channel, and I want a new Star Fox game. Or the very least, port something over. Give me F-Zero GX, please, because I'm loving F-Zero on the Nintendo Switch Online, you know, the N64 version. I'm loving playing that, but I want GX. I want a GX port. Give me GX HD. Put in all the letters, F-Zero, GHXD, blah, 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 blah. Just give it to me. I want that, at least as a minimum. A brand new version would be really cool, but there has been rumors about F-Zero getting some sort of new something, but people were saying, oh, well, it's not like a big thing, like don't get too excited about it. Maybe it's a port. I don't know. I really don't know. And Star Fox as well. Maybe we get the port of the Wii U one, which I can't remember what it's called. It's on the shelf, but it's too far away and I can't read it. So maybe we get the port of the Star Fox game that was on the Wii U, maybe. Maybe we get a new one. Give me Star Fox Adventures HD. I would love that. I'm one of the very few people that loves Star Fox Adventures. But what else can we see? I have no idea. Like this is all speculation now. But I do really think that there is going to be a Nintendo Direct within the next month. So within the next, you know, whether or not it's next week, the week after, or the end of September, or very latest the first start of October, I really do anticipate some form of Direct very soon, because it just makes sense, the timing wise, that they do it 3 times a year, every few months, you know, every 3 or 4 months, whatever it is. It just works out as really good pacing throughout the year. So I do expect it to happen. But let me know what you think down in the comments. What games are you anticipated for? What would you like remastered? What would you like ported over? What would you like brand new wise? You know, from new IPs to old IPs being like renewed. I'd love to hear all of your thoughts. Let me know down in the comments. And that's it for today's Switch news. I apologize again for the lack of Switch news for the past couple of weeks. It is a weekly series. I do a Switch news every week, highlighting all the news, sometimes more than once a week. Sometimes I do it 2 or 3 times a week if there's enough news to talk about. So make sure you're subscribed down below. And if you're interested, yes, I did go to France and I actually bought some stuff. Hang on, where is it? It's just here. I bought these really random like Super Mario trading cards I've never seen in the UK by, what's the company called? Panini? Now to me, a panini in the UK is a sandwich, but apparently these are edible. No, they're definitely not. But anyway, I'm gonna do a video like unboxing all these random Super Mario cards because why not? But yeah, I went to France, it was really fun. You know, went and saw some sights, did some stuff. Went to some really impressive places like Mont Saint-Michel, Mont Saint-Michel, I don't know, something like that. And it was just really fun. It was really nice to get away with my family. I went with Christina, my wife, and my parents as well, which was fun. It was. But yeah, anyway, there we go. So that's why I've been a little bit quiet on the main video front. You've probably seen shorts going up everywhere. But that's enough of me rambling. If you want to see some videos that I did and released whilst I was away, check these out because they are sweet. Go check out about the Game Boy Micro if you know about that or never seen one before. Go check that video out, and also the unboxing of my limited edition Pokemon 2DS, which is beautiful, by the way. Go watch these 2 videos just here and subscribe because I'm back, baby. I am back. So make sure you're subscribed. I cannot talk, as you well know if you know me. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.